Hello, folks. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you all here today. It's going to be an awesome show. I am Jeff C. of Mainly Pinterest Tips, and I'm here with my awesome co-host, Elisa Meredith. And today we are joined by, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to have her here for a long time, Amy Licurdo from livinglicurdo.com. And it's a DIY lifestyle blog featuring easy recipes, fun party ideas. She is also the founder of Amy's Circle, a private Pinterest mastermind group where she shares her best secrets for getting the most traffic from Pinterest. And she's been featured, like, folks, on like these national websites, like morning talk shows, magazines like Woman's Day, Better Homes and Gardens, Cosmopolitan, US Weekly, and so many more. So we're so excited. We asked her what she was like, so excited about. And she's going to talk about video on Pinterest. So one of my favorite subjects. Very excited. Amy, thank you for being here today. It's so awesome.
Thanks for having me. I love you guys, and I'm excited to be here. Yay!
Yeah. When I sent over your bio and all the copy for the email, the Sarah who put together the email, she's like, "Wow, your guest is really fancy this week."
I'm so fancy. That's why I've got my fancy glasses on.
That's right.
We're thrilled to have you.
So as we're going along today, we have Amy here for the entire time. So make sure you ask your questions down below. And we would love for you to sprinkle the love across all of the interwebs and let people know what's going on here on the Tailwind channel today. And a couple of people are showing up. Some of my favorite people, Sally Howe, who is a friend from across the pond. She joins us almost every week. Sally, thank you so much for joining us. Lorena is here as well. She's saying howdy, woot woot, welcome. A lot of people are coming in today, so thank you guys. A friend from London, Camilla, and Elisa just took off. She just left. I don't know what's going on.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
No, I notice all the things.
Yeah,
so,
my cat had escaped and decided it was okay to come home now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your cat back. Yay.
I got my cat back.
So, Amy, you are from the Dallas area, correct?
I am, yes.
Okay, yes. So you're just west of me. So it's
Right.
so if this looks a little different, folks, we had to do a mad scramble. I didn't know I was going to be here today because that crazy gal Laura was coming up right on the Louisiana Texas border, and I lost power. So this is kind of a new format, but it's the same old show. It looks a little different, but at least it's working. Yes, and we're all here. So let's just, Lisa, why don't you head and kick us off? Oh, before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys, if you do not haven't checked it out yet, you want to make sure to go to bit.ly/TW Pinterest Toolkit. Lisa and the team has put together some awesome Pinterest templates for you guys. Make sure to go check that out at bit.ly/TW Pinterest Toolkit. And it looks like A-Bomb's here. Is that you, Lisa?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who's here.
Okay.
Amazon, probably.
Amazon, that's right.
Probably.
That's so funny.
Always a good time when Amazon shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway.
that toolkit is becoming more and more about trends. So if you're wondering what's working today, you can find that right in the toolkit. And I'm trying something new, which is being on time for these.
That's always good.
So the September one should be out next week. Yay. Can you believe that? September?
I know.
It's crazy.
Oh my word. Yeah.
So
Sharing
I
this.
know we all, like, anytime we talk about video on this show, it's very popular. So I think a lot of the questions that come up, though, are like, how long can my video be? What are the sizes we should use and things like that. So I just thought maybe we get that stuff out of the way first thing. Does that sound good?
okay. Yeah. So like what do you talk about, like formats, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can use an MP4,
Okay.
an MOV, or an M4V, which I don't know what that is. Encoding, I don't think you have to worry about that. Up to 2 gigabytes in size for Pinterest. Video length 4 seconds to 15 minutes. But I mean, people aren't watching a lot of 15-minute videos on Pinterest. So usually you want to keep it on the shorter end. Size, shorter than 1 to 2, right? So, and not horizontal. So the recommended sizes are square, or else a typical pin size, like a 2 to 3, what we're kind of used to. And then everything else is the same. So the title for videos is 100 characters, description up to 500 characters, and that's it. It's really pretty simple.
Yeah. So I want to pull up this. Natalie says, "Yeah, hey, Amy is on." So you got some fans already. So Amy, I want to know why you're excited about video on Pinterest, because that, Elisa kind of poo-poos it a lot, and I am a big fan of it. But
don't poo-poo
yes,
video.
I like it. And when I heard that you're so excited about it, and you have this monster account and all the stuff you're doing, so what got you like into like video on Pinterest first of all?
Well, I was already doing videos, so I'm a video creator, kind of. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but I make it work because video is just so visual. And I mean, you just have to be doing it right now. So that's just another place to share it. And Pinterest is really promoting video right now. So it's going to just get in the feed. I mean, I'm sure if any of you are on Pinterest, just scouring it for yourself, that's what you see. You see all the videos first. And so, of course, when you start doing video, it's going to grow your account. So that's what I love about it. And I know a lot of people out there right now that use Pinterest for their marketing and to get traffic have been really discouraged, like they see just a drop. Well, I'm going to give you a tip. If you do video, go and look at your analytics on Pinterest. You can do it from your phone and click on just video. And then see, you will be in the green. I swear, you will not be in the red. So it always gives me a little pickup. I'm like, oh, everything's in the red right now. Let me go look at my video. Green, so green. So that's what, I mean, it's just, that's how you know it's working, and you just got to do it. I mean, you just have to make time. Yeah.
So did you like do like one just as a test and saw it blow up, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to do a lot more of it? Is that how you kind of discovered?
No, I just always want to do what they were asking. I think at the time they were like, we have video pins now, and nobody really knew what to do at the time when it first started. Like, do you do square? Do you do horizontal? We tested by even sharing YouTube videos over there. Just you can pin a YouTube video. So. Tried all kinds of things. And then, you just figure out what works. And it's not always the same thing. That's why I always say test, and try different things. And I think I sent you guys a bunch of tests, just some of my samples, and they're all different. Some are really crappy video. Some are took me 5 seconds to make. And one's really good. And, it's just like a hodgepodge. Just have to do it. Yeah,
so we're gonna jump into those late in just a second, but I wanted to pull up some comments here. And so Lisa says, "I love video, enjoy making them too." Hi, Amy, glad to hear your opinions. This is a great question. Michelle says, "I love video pins. When we'll be able to schedule video pins on Tailwind, Lisa?"
Several months ago.
Yeah, that's what. And so that was a trick question, because there was somebody who said, Lorena said, "Yeah, I schedule my video pins through Tailwind." So you can schedule them through Tailwind. So if that's not working, make sure that you who said that? So Michelle, make sure if you're having trouble, like message our Tailwind team, because they will help you if you have an issue. They are awesome, the customer service. So let's see. There's some other comments. Here's a good question from Michelle. She goes, "But is video actually bringing traffic to the site, or using it just to grow my Pinterest account?" So I know we have a lot of people, and I think we all feel the same way. We love that traffic. So Amy, what would you say to Michelle about bringing traffic with video pins?
Well, it's definitely a gamble. You're gambling. If you are a website owner or a blogger, everything you do, you're just putting it out there and crossing your fingers. So that is the key to this. When you find the ones that bring you traffic, you will see what to do. And there's about 3 or 4 of my video pins that are bringing me the most traffic to my website. So it definitely works. They are things that do well on Google as well as everywhere else. So it's going to be your most popular content probably. And that is going to bring you traffic. And it does. But now it's like confusing, because on desktop, you're supposed to click there's no button, right? On desktop. So you have to educate the users to click on the title. So sometimes, I don't know if they read, but I do write, hey, I have like an emoji saying title.
That's a great point. And we talked.
You might try that, but I do that, and maybe that's helped. Yeah.
Yeah, so and Robin has the same thing. She goes, I wish Pinterest didn't make it so hard for users to find the link on videos. I'm asked, several times a week, where is the link? And I thought what you just said was educating your audience is super important. And we talk about making a clear call to action all the time on this show. But that's a great point. It's like, hey, you want to watch this, go click up at the title. So yeah.
I've even thought about doing big arrows that like go title, but then if they're on the phone, it's not the title, it's below, and it actually gives you a little button. So
so are you just putting it in
really do that? Yeah, I mean, you can put it in your description.
But you know what? That's awesome, because that means you don't have to make different videos. Like you can use a video that you're using on Instagram and repurpose it without really doing anything if you want it.
You could even get on at the end of the video and go, if you're on your desktop, click on, I mean, you know how
like they do at YouTube. Yeah.
You could do that. I
Ring
mean, there's
the bell.
all kinds of, I've never tried it, but maybe I'll do that now that I thought about it.
All right. I'll try it.
Before we get to your examples, Amy, there's a couple of things. One of the things I wanted to key on what you said at the very beginning. You said you started doing video because Pinterest wants you to do video, and that's key. When Pinterest says, hey, we really would like you to do these kind of things, you keyed in on that and you've kind of reaped the benefits. But another thing Pinterest has said to use, and I just want to get your opinion on this because it's kind of off topic, but still there's some questions. Natalie asked, hey, Amy, what do you think of the story pins?
Oh, I love them.
Because Pinterest has said the same thing, to use those as well.
Okay, I need to look at my analytics real quick. This is what's going on. I'm on my phone. Sorry, hold on a sec.
Yeah, no
I have to look at this because it's crazy what's going on with stories right now. Now, if you are just all about traffic and you want that, stories do not bring you traffic. But if you want to grow your Pinterest profile and your brand, they're definitely featuring them for sure. Let's see. I'll scroll through. I'm trying to find. Okay. This is crazy. So in just a tiny bit over 24 hours, I did a story pin and it's had 86,000 impressions.
Wow.
In a little over 24 hours. It's been repinned over 250 times.
What was the subject about? Just curious.
It's just like home decor or something, like a cute little craft. And it was literally 4 pictures. It's just real. I mean, it took no time at all. I'm sitting around watching, a movie, and I'm like, I'll just do a story pin. And boom, it's just got, and the reason why is because, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Let me go on Pinterest really quick. But have you guys noticed that not everybody has this yet?
What, story pins?
Okay, hold on a second. Not everybody has story pins, so not everybody can do them. But if you go to your home feed.
Here. You still don't have story pins, Lisa?
I still don't have story pins.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I
look at this.
It.
Wait, can y'all see that? It's like Instagram now. You can see the little.
Yep. I've got that on mine. Yep. I noticed that.
And not everybody has that either. Some people have story pins. If you go to your home, it's only on the phone. So go to the home button, the little house.
Yeah.
And you might be able to see the circles at the top.
I'm just locked out of story world. That's all.
Mm-hmm. So not everybody has stories, and they will roll it out. It's in beta right now, so they will roll it out to everybody soon.
Yeah, it's looking really Instagram-y. I had this thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm doing them just because I think that's cool, but I don't do them very often. But now I might. Now that I see that they're featuring them like a story.
Gotcha. So I know everybody's wanting to look at your examples, so I'll get Elisa a chance to pull those up. But while we're waiting, make sure if you're just joining us that you do not forget and get these free templates from from Tailwind for Pinterest at bit.ly/TW Pinterest Toolkit.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, there's some
started
sound
for
on.
me.
Let me pull this up full screen so you guys can see it. So this is these are Amy's pins and video pins. So kind of walk us through this.
Oh, okay. This is a good sample of one that was just a no-brainer. I had already made it. This is not intentionally for Pinterest. It was doing pretty well on YouTube and Facebook, and I had a square version of it for Facebook. So I thought, I'm seeing a lot of square videos on there. I'm just going to add it. And it's bringing a lot of traffic. It's doing really well. And I think I added this in January. And this is a really old video. I think I did it a couple of years ago.
So can you play that for us, Lisa?
I can play that.
And it's not like optimized for Pinterest at all.
All right.
Let's see
it.
Hi, I'm Amy Lacurno, and today we are making more of my favorite treats, all about Disney. Are these cute?
So that's a hands and pans with a little bit of me talking, which I normally would never put my face on Pinterest because nobody really cares, right? They just want to get to the craft or whatever it is that you're showing.
Okay.
And my audience is a lot of kids. I've got a teenage daughter, and we went somewhere with one of her friends recently, and she was just scrolling Pinterest, just like a grandma. I was laughing, going, "What are you doing? You're on Pinterest? That's so cool!" And so they all are. It's pretty funny.
So the question I have, that was like almost a time lapse. So do you have like a setting that you put for speeding up your video? Do you I'm going to do it like double time speed, or I'm going to do it, I want to make sure it hits in 30 seconds. Like when you're speeding up, you doing a craft or something, what do you usually, do it for?
Sorry.
Yeah, I would speed it up. That was for Facebook. So that was a really quick little 30-second video just for Facebook. And remember, I said I just uploaded it.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then this one here is, okay, I had this post going crazy during the quarantine in March when everybody was home.
Right.
Indoor crafts for kids. And I'm like, I need a video pronto on Pinterest. So this is basically just a slideshow. And it took me no time at all to grab some photos from that post and make a quick video. And this is a huge traffic driver for me. Just because it was timing, people were searching for this topic, and it still brings me traffic to this day because I got in there when people were searching for this kind of stuff.
So did you know that and optimize like the title, I guess indoor crafts for kids?
That's just the title of my blog post. And I think you can see, if you can see, I have click title, and there's a emoji finger in there, and then visit button. So it's the visit button. And then I always add my logo at the end.
Look at that engagement you've got there. You have so many, and I noticed the previous one we looked at had more like 700 people putting reactions on it, and then the two photos. One of them,
I don't even know. Yeah, so it's good if you have interaction, and you can always go and like your own, and tell your friends, "Hey, go like my video. I want it to go crazy."
So do you feel like having those reactions, comments, and photos helps you with the algorithm?
I'm sure. Okay, for me, if I'm just a person scrolling through Pinterest and I see that, I'm like, "Oh, this must be popular. What is going on over here?" It's just like the FOMO. You don't want to miss out on what's going on. And I think with the algorithm, Pinterest is going to say, "Oh, this was a popular pin. People are adding photos," even though sometimes they're stupid photos and don't make any sense. But I'm like, yay.
Yeah, right. Whatever you want to put there.
So see, this is just upload some photos into an app and put it up there.
Hey, Jeff, you're the app king. What app would make this the easiest, do you think?
There's a ton of them, different ones.
Yeah,
I love everything,
so
but that's what I've been writing questions down, and one of them I want to get to later. We'll talk about the tools that Amy uses or likes to use, so that we'll make sure to cover that, because I know a lot of people want to figure out what that is. So how often do you, Amy? So are you repurposing every piece of content to go across to multiple networks? I mean, will this go also to Instagram and Facebook for every video that you do?
If it's new, yes, but that was made just for Pinterest.
Gotcha.
And I think I put it on, but see, I don't think that's going to work for me on Facebook. So that was just intended just for Pinterest. It's like, oh my gosh, this is going crazy. I need to get a video on there too, to keep the momentum going.
Gotcha.
So if you've got a really awesome pin that's doing really well for you and bringing you traffic, make a video too. Just figure it out. Yeah, it's double duty.
Jessica goes, I'm new and one of my videos just went nuts. I've increased from 0 to 40,000 views when I'm not even sure what happened. That's a great problem to have, Jessica.
Jessica is
Very
killing
nice.
it. You're killing it, Jessica. Yeah.
Really.
And I also, if you guys didn't know, I teach, I'm a Pinterest marketing coach. So I teach that and I really dive into everything and my reasoning for what I do on Pinterest and my secrets. So y'all can check that out later if you want.
Cool. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, let's try another one. Okay, here was a tried it. Jeff's never gonna let me share.
Oh my
screen
God,
again.
this
I'm a
is
little-
the worst. This is okay. I'm really embarrassed, but okay, this is for my son's birthday and it was dark and I didn't have lights set up. I didn't want to get my big camera out. I was just putting together a cake for his birthday last minute. I went to the grocery store and bought all this stuff. And I this is kind of a trend that I do for him every birthday. So I'm like, oh, what can I do this year to top last year's? So I just have my phone and I'm walking around like one hand and just making this thing. So it's shaky, it's dark, but y'all, it's got really good engagement.
Let's look at it.
So this is kind of a crap video, but it goes to show you do not need to worry.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah, that looks like Instagram story text on there. Actually.
Yeah, it was basically just, I thought I would do it for Instagram stories and just be like, oh, look what I'm doing. And I did. And then I thought, then I downloaded those from Instagram and I created this for Pinterest. And people think things on Pinterest need to be gorgeous and beautiful, but it can be the crappiest video out there as long as you have a beautiful cover photo. That's the key. So do not worry about your video content. If it's, I mean, that's cool content. That's Pinteresty worthy content. It's like crazy
So if that you just threw that together, my mom is so in trouble. I mean, hers never looked that good. So you mentioned cover photo.
Oh, there it is.
And that's important to have as a cover photo. How do you pick a cover photo?
Yeah.
How do you pick it? I mean, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for me, bright colors. I like to have the text on the cover photo. I like, because, you know, it's got the AI technology. So it can actually, they can tell what it is and read what it is. So that's just getting you more traction on Pinterest in the keywords area. That's about it. I mean, sometimes it can just be a gorgeous photo, especially if it's food and it's close up. You just want like, drool worthy photo.
You know what? There are a couple other things I think this pin has going for it. One is the nice color contrast with that teal and the red, but especially that is a thing I have never seen in real life. I would never have come up with this. It is a fresh idea. And that is what does so well on Pinterest, like something novel, something new, something you've never seen before. This is amazing. And I have one question, which is, how old is your son? Oh, he's 17.
Yeah,
so
he's 8. Yeah, he's 17. That was recently for his birthday in January.
Do you have to keep topping this every year until forever?
I guess I will. Oh, the one for his 16 was way better than this one. And I need to make a video for that.
Yeah,
now that you I'm going to make a note right now, make a video for 16. And then I can do like 16, 17. We'll just keep going.
Oh, how fun is that?
You know, so I have a lot of content to make video out of, but I haven't yet.
So here's a question from Michelle. She goes, when I upload, I don't have a cover photo. Is it just the first image from the video? And that leads to my question, Amy. So do you take a specific cover photo or do you pull a frame from the video for your video pins?
I will tell you my secrets if you join my group, but I do have secrets for that. But I will tell you, if you upload who was that, Michelle? If you upload your video, there's a little scrolly thing and it'll say pick cover photo. So you can pick the first frame, second frame, any frame you want. So if you happen to have a really cool photo inside your video that's beautiful, you can pick that one or you can upload your own photo. It just has to be the correct size, the same size as the video.
Very cool.
So that's why you might see some of my videos might have a photo kind of at the end because I'm like, crap, I don't know what size I made this video. I just need to make it one of the frames I need that photo in my video. So I don't have to worry about it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's another question from I don't know how to pronounce that name. Sorry. Is it Chanel? I think
Chanel.
Chanel. Yeah, Chanel. Okay. Do
Chanel.
you make multiple video pins with the same video clip? Do you repurpose like what you've taken and do different versions of that video pin?
No, because I'm really lazy and I don't have time for that. But that's a great idea. That's a really good idea. I mean, why not? It's like so many people are making different pins. It would make it fresh. So yeah, I really have a strategy. So I wouldn't do that as a part of my strategy, but you can test that, Chanel.
Very cool.
And call me.
Mabel over on YouTube, she goes, what about the Today on Pinterest? How do you get featured in the Today column? Because I'm seeing a lot of video pins over there in the Today column. Amy, have you been featured over there? And
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they contact you and reach out and ask permission.
Very cool.
Well, let me think about that. Right?
So I gave them permission, and then they didn't tell me when I was. They never tell you, and then they tell you, "Oh, you were featured last week." I'm like, "I was." Like, why didn't you tell me? That's cool. I would. And then I'm like, "Can you go find a screenshot and send to me?" And they're like, "Oh, it's already gone." So
I know I've been talking with Peg Fitzpatrick, and I know for her story pin, she's been hitting the Today thing pretty often.
Cool.
So I like, once again, when Pinterest asks for something, if you give it to them, you have a better chance for being featured.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I was in there for stories quite a while, and it's fun when they feature you too, and they'll send an email out, and I'm like, oh, this is my pin.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So neat. All right, let's look at another one. Let's see.
I think that okay. This is a good sample of a template. So I design templates, and I love y'all's templates too. I'm a professional graphic designer. I've been doing that for 25 years. Wow. So that's another one of my key secrets, is just to make pins look really nice. Now, this is an old template. I have really better ones now, but this is just drag and drop in Canva. And I had a video, and I just drug it over to one of my templates. And that's another way that you can do video, is the static photo and then the video. Yeah,
I've seen that, and that's a really popular style. I was going to ask you about that. The video, like at the top or bottom, and then a static image. In fact, I've noticed a lot of people that's one of the ways they repurpose their square videos from Instagram on Pinterest, is they'll use the video that they've had on Instagram. They'll make a cool tall pin like this, and kind of use both, which I think is a great idea for repurposing.
Yeah, it gives us some movement, and you can still just do a slideshow at the top. Like, that's more of a hands and pans video, but you can do any kind of movement if you wanted to do something like this. I don't see any difference in doing this than I do with the other ones. They all work. That's why I wanted to show a little variety of different types of video pins, because they all seem to work for me. I don't have like one that's like, oh, this is it. I just test different things, like that square one with the Minnie Mouse cookie. I mean, it's just the content. I mean, it can be the crappiest video, but great content,
It's the content, but I think that the video that you're using has a purpose, right? It's not just to catch attention in the home feed, which sometimes when you just add an animation, that's what that is, right? Just to try to grab attention and to be a video pin. But what you're doing is actually telling a story and informing with your content, which I think is probably the secret to.
I try and do that as much as possible, to actually show the recipe. Yeah.
Storytelling is huge.
Boy, I'm hungry now.
So I don't want some of that liquor. What is the sweet spot that you try to hit for your video pins? Do you have a link that you like? I really like that amount of time to hit, or do you just say, I want to keep it under a minute, or how do you figure that out?
Oh, I would definitely personally, for me, I just don't watch long videos, especially on Pinterest. So I would think 30 seconds or less is kind of, I think what's most important is your first 5 to 10 seconds. You got to grab their attention and let them, because I think people are going to dwindle off after about 10 seconds. So just catch them in the beginning, and you want them to repin it, because they'll go back and watch it. The Pinterest users are bananas. Like, they love it. And they will, I have one pin that's got hundreds and hundreds of comments and photos uploaded, and they never comment on my blog. I'm like, why, you guys? Why?
Because it's too much trouble, because they can do it.
No, they'll go to my blog and get all the details. Then they go back to their pin and add add the stuff.
That's funny.
I just love Pinterest. It's weird. So
Yeah, Jessica even says I've started uploading my short videos from Instagram and noticed that this is really successful. So
Jessica's killing it. Look at you, Jessica.
This one's
Okay,
only 9 seconds long.
This is a sample of my latest reel. If you guys are doing on Instagram, you've seen reels. And this is something I just put together on reels really quick. It's just some photos.
So cute.
And I just uploaded it, and it's actually, I'd have to look. It's got some really good impressions. I mean, I just uploaded it right as we were talking about, doing this, just to test it and see what happened. And that I didn't do anything to it. I didn't edit it or change it. I just left it as it's 15 seconds from Reels. It's got the same sound, everything.
Okay,
I just downloaded
let's see
it.
what the sound is.
I don't even know. Oh, there's no sound because when you're on Reels, you cannot download the music.
Yeah, that's right.
And so there's no sound. So that's literally just from my reel.
Wow.
Do you always try to have sound on yours, except for Reels for this one? I mean, because a lot of people said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to have sound on Pinterest. Do you still try to have it?
Yeah, because why not? I like music.
That's what I think.
And you never know. What if Pinterest says that video doesn't have sound? That is not a real video. Somebody's trying to trick us. I don't know. I'm always like, I better have some sound in there.
See, I think you might as well if you're going to create a video. So.
Yeah. So that's just an idea. If you've got some reels, go ahead and try and upload those and see what happens.
Very cool.
Cool. That.
Yeah. A lot of people are having success with that. It's really cool. It's neat to see that it's not just Amy's having success with videos on there, but a lot of people are saying, I've done the same thing and it's working for me too. So, and
the reason why I put this one up there, do you see the title? It's 85 kids lunchbox ideas. It's a free printable, clickable. We want people to click on that. So I was very intentional on why I shared that reel. It wasn't just like, oh, look at this pretty stuff. It's useful. Go and get 85 lunch ideas for your kids right now. It's free and there's a printable. So hopefully, and I tried to add the little arrows and everything, and you can see it's not showing up for you. Sometimes it shows up in the description and sometimes the description doesn't show up. And if you refresh that, it might have the description. It's kind of wackadoodle. I don't know why. Sometimes Pinterest works, sometimes it doesn't.
So Lorena says this, and I know we're going to show some TikTok and she says everyone from the TikTok community have been saying pinning their TikToks make them go viral. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Well, that's just a part of.
Sorry, hold on. Oh, okay.
What is that? Yeah, is that your TikTok?
Yes.
Is it going viral?
No. So we just looked at all these beautiful examples that are doing great and bringing traffic. And now we're going to look at mine.
And you can tell Amy why they're not working. You said that she'd love to hear.
Yes, let me watch it.
So they are TikTok videos. I just started doing this when we talked, you and I, Amy. I thought, why not? I have these videos, right? I have this content. Why not use them? And then I'll link people to the Instagram posts for this, and maybe I'll get some commissions. So I'm gonna turn the video, the audio off. But this is all of it. This is what it is.
Now explain to people what this is, because it just.
Oh, that's cool. See, it took me a little minute to figure out what it was. Yeah,
so acrylic paint pouring.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little hobby of mine.
You spend a lot of money on that. That's not true. It's a little hobby. I know how much.
What's triptych?
It's just that 3 pieces of canvas, 3 canvases together. Yeah. So one really funny thing about this is that, the videos are very short. They're like 12 seconds because they're time lapse. But my video views, it will say like average time watch 12 minutes. And so I'm wondering if it is
people are rewatching it because they're trying to see how you did it.
I don't know if it's that or if somehow Pinterest knows that it's a time lapse and is counting the original time. I don't know if they could do that. That seems a little far-fetched.
I don't know.
But
do you have a pretty cover photo for that?
Nope, I have no cover photo. I just grabbed them from my phone
You can edit that on your desktop and add a cover photo. I would definitely do that. So
that would be
it's
interesting to
graphic
see.
and thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could say how to Dutch pour or whatever, use your keywords on the graphic, because that's really cool. And I would watch that. And that's,
thank you.
Yeah, it's eye-catching. You just want to sit there and watch it and see what you do. I love that.
I think the only thing I did do that was somewhat thoughtful here, because honestly, it was just like, oh, why don't I just try it, is the cover photo. Is it going to show me the cover photo? Is a scene that I thought was like where I scraped off a piece, and I thought, well, maybe people would be interested in that one messy spot. But I think I will go back. But I'm talking like 20 views on this in the last week, so it's not.
Are you repinning it?
No.
Once you put a video out there, you need to repin it.
All right.
Maybe do that.
So here's
the cover photo idea. I'm going to do
cover photo and then pin it to a couple more boards. Keep it going,
Okay. All right.
So here's the question that I know a lot of people are thinking if they're not saying. So I don't have really cool. I am a financial blogger or something like this. Are video pins still something that I can use? Because I can't do really cool pours or make a really awesome cake or any of that stuff that will catch attention on Pinterest. Should I even mess with video pins? What would you say to them, maybe?
Yes, definitely. I mean, if you're a banker and you're trying to get people to get a loan, I mean, you could do some really cool stock video or of money floating down. I mean, everybody's going to want to look at that if it's money. There's just all kinds of things you could do. Think of it like a commercial for your business. I mean, just watch TV and you get ideas. Yeah.
So I always called video pins on Pinterest Harry Potter pins, because if you remember in Harry Potter, when they'd open up the newspapers, there'd be movement. And I'm like, that caught your eye. So as long as Pinterest continues to have the static images and have video pins interspersed throughout the feed, anything that catches the eye, I think gives you a better chance for people to stop and click. And I still am honing in on what you said on telling people how to engage with your content. Yes. So saying click on the title, or trying to do those arrows, or think of ways in the video, even like they do on YouTube, like ring the bell, whatever, something like that. I just think is really, really smart to train the audience, because it's still so new on Pinterest.
Well, that's how Pinterest found me years ago. I was the very first brand ambassador for Pinterest. I spoke on their behalf because they didn't have anybody. Enid was super busy and she couldn't go around to all the conferences. So I did that for them. And
cool.
You know how they found me? I used to write articles on how to use Pinterest for the users, because Pinterest didn't explain it. And we were all like, why aren't they explaining this? Hello, how to pin. And I would write articles and people would learn how, as a user, how to use it. Because I was educating my readers. This is how you use this thing. And I'm over there. So go do it. So I think we just have to continue that until they teach their users. It's all new. Stories are new. They are educating people with that, but it's still, people don't read. You still have to do it. You still have to try and help them along.
Yeah. So I want to dig into the banker idea, because like you mentioned that, your face is in this video. You don't usually put your face there because people don't care about faces. So if I'm a banker, is there anything I could do with I think you called it handsome hands?
Hands and pans.
Hands and pans. When you're doing hands.
Oh, that makes sense.
You do hands and money.
I thought maybe it was because your hands were handsome.
I would do a video. I mean, you just have to get really creative. You could have your hands taking a bunch of money and I don't know.
Or signing making
it rain.
Putting up a sold sign or
There's so many. It's just, you have to get your brain working and be creative. There's so many. I mean, you just watch movies, watch TVs. I grew up thinking I was going to create video for movie trailers. So I became a graphic designer because I didn't really know what that was called. So that was something I was always interested in. So I, just watch things and you'll get ideas.
Watch things. And join Amy's circle.
Come and join me. I'm starting my new Mastermind group. It's for business owners and influencers, and I will coach, and I'm starting that September 16th, and I only open the doors twice a year, and I might not do it again. I'm just like, I'm so busy, and I really only teach. People ask me, okay, can you coach me? Can you help me? I'm like, just join my group. Just join my group. So it's starting September 16th, and it's 6 weeks of intense training. It's super fun. Wow. And there's a great group of people. My last one that I did this spring, which was during COVID, during the craziness, man, there were some great results. So it's really fun. I've helped people in just a few weeks get into ad networks. One of my students went from 200,000 impressions to 400,000 impressions to their blog. Isn't that crazy?
Cool. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's traffic.
Better than me.
About, huh?
I'm like, woo!
Wow.
That's really
so yeah, do it because this might be your last chance.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So
and I also have a free mini course if anybody wants to sign up for that too. It's all on amyscircle.com. Yeah.
Very
wonderful.
Cool. So real quick, there's a couple questions I want to pull up before we wrap things up. We got about 15 minutes. Amy French asks, how long do you have to wait to repin a video, or can you repin a video after you've already pinned it to 10 different boards? Can you pin it to 10 new different boards after the first 10? So a lot of pinning going on.
Yeah.
Elisa, what do you say?
I would space them out. Definitely. Like you could do that over a year's time, or you could do it over 6 months, but you don't want to do it back to back for sure.
Yeah. And the guideline that Pinterest gave was a maximum of 10 relevant boards for a pin. And I think the reason for that, they just don't want you to be creating pointless boards just for the purpose of having an extra place to save them. So it needs to actually be relevant. The board needs to be unique. But yeah, you can save pins.
And Amy, if you want to, we actually had people from Pinterest on our show a couple weeks back, so you can go watch that on YouTube or on Facebook. Okay. So make sure you go back, and they talked about that specific question. So make sure you check that out. And I think Tailwind has a blog post about it, don't they? If not, they should. So there you go.
I don't know what I did yesterday, Jeff.
I know.
And if you schedule your video over through Tailwind, Tailwind gives you tips. I love that. I love that.
Great.
Yeah. I'm using it all the time now for video. I'm like, why haven't I been doing that before?
That's cool.
Yay. Yeah. So Pinterest does have a kind of a cool little article about video. Some of the tips are like, well, we kind of know that pinners plan early, right? So we know this year holiday pinning started in April, which is much earlier than normal because nothing is normal this year. But they did have a few suggestions, and I can share this article from the newsroom about looking for the beauty shots. So we saw that, Amy, in your video, especially with the cake there, like that was the money shot. It was all gooey and beautiful. But also like having a broad range of that kind of content with tips and hacks. People love a hack on Pinterest.
Yeah. They love those everywhere.
Yeah, true. In life, they are just very handy. And I think the other one was keeping the videos between 45 seconds and 3 minutes long with a balance of entertainment and information. Those are kind of the points I pulled out of there. But
so we're getting some more questions about can you schedule videos on Tailwind? Can you just really quickly, Lisa, tell people how where to find that and how to do it, and kind of just real quick the steps to do that, because I think people are confused on if you could do it.
It's just like sharing a photo. So if you go into your drafts and you create a pin, you can upload a video. So you do have to upload it each time you want to schedule it, though. You can't share it from the pin inspector. Another thing to keep in mind is for most people, your video will be reviewed. So once Tailwind sends it to Pinterest, Pinterest may choose to review it, which means it won't be visible until they review it. But after a while, it seems like a lot of people don't get reviewed. Have you noticed that, Amy?
Yeah, every video is different for me. Sometimes it goes right through, and then the next time it'll take several hours, and sometimes it'll take 24 hours. And I'm like, what is going on? I have no idea.
So a couple people have asked too as well, Amy. So you mentioned that you got some nice cameras and lighting and stuff, but you had mentioned stock photos, like when we were talking about the money talking about money, is it okay to use stock photos? Because a lot of people are like, I'm not a
stock
good
video
photographer.
or stock photos.
Yeah.
If that's all you got, I mean, as long as you pay for the rights to use that. But you want to use, I think, really original things, because if it's the algorithm will pull up similar content, and you don't want to have the same photo that thousands of other people have, because it's just going to look like the same pin, and then they will hide it because it's like duplicate content. So I would definitely try and take your own video. I mean, now with this, it's so easy to, you could do making the money rain, like just set this up.
Have your kids
throw money in the air and just take a video of it. I mean, you just have to do creative, original, your own stuff. But yeah, stock would work. But dig around and find something that you've never seen before.
Yeah, I would not use something like from LibreStock or from Unsplash, because everybody's hitting those really, really hard. So use something like, you might have to pay for it, but it's still, if you can't shoot anything, like use Deposit Photos or Adobe Stock or something like that. And I think that'd be the better way to find those images and video for it.
But if you looked at some of Amy's examples, you can do that. And if you don't have lighting, you can do it outside or near a window.
Right.
We have faith. You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah. So Judy asked this, can we send video pins to tribes yet?
No, not at this time. If that's something you want, please always write in with your suggestions, right? To help.
Yeah, do it, because I want it. I want it too. So more people that say that to them.
I'd use tribes more if we had that option.
I will pass that on.
Very subtle. That's why we do the show, so we get what we want.
I should have worn my sweatshirt. I have a Tailwind Tribe sweatshirt that y'all sent me.
Oh, that's
creating
awesome.
one of those a long time ago. I love that sweatshirt.
We've got a couple questions. A couple of minutes left, so make sure you're dropping your questions down below. We'll try to answer those before we wrap things up. But so we talked about like how to create stuff for maybe like that struggling with images. So we've given you some ideas with that. We've talked about videos. So do you think it's still okay? Because we've had a couple questions about like repurposing from Instagram, TikTok, all that. And most times, you see a lot of gurus who say, well, just create just for that platform. Don't, you want to make stuff just for that platform. So far, it doesn't seem like that for Pinterest. So you don't have any problem with resharing from other platforms, do you, Amy?
Yeah. No, but I try and mix it up. Like I would add, if I like for the reel I just uploaded, I changed the title. I have different text in it. It's totally different. It's the same video, but it's different content. It's promoting the printables. And I think I was promoting just an easy way to make school lunches, because every Sunday we'll put together this smorgasbord of stuff and then it's ready to go. And we don't have to, it's fix and forget it. So that was what I talked about over there. So I changed it up just a little bit, and then I would actually have a different cover photo and maybe add a few more pictures in there and put some music. Different music. Just change it if you can. If like what you're doing, Alyssa, you could do some really beautiful stuff with your TikToks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could lighten it, like brighten them and give them a lot of saturation, then add some a before and after photo,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, like a transition, and then you could have words that say, watch this.
Yeah, I wonder, the thing I like about video on TikTok is so easy to add things in that I wonder how much of that I could do right inside TikTok. Probably quite a bit.
Probably a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So that leads us to the question a lot of people have been asking. Okay, we want some apps. Like, what do you use to create this video on your phone? And do you do it on the desktop? So Amy, kind of tell us some of your favorite, I guess, what's your top app that you use on your phone, mobile? And then like, if you do it on your desktop, what do you like to use to like edit your video?
You're going to laugh. I love iMovie, and I have Adobe Premiere, and I still go back to iMovie. It's so freaking easy. And but with iMovie on your phone, you cannot make it, vertical. So, so there's so many apps, but one of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about, which I've noticed that Pinterest is kind of, they have their partners, so they're promoting.
Right.
So one of them is Venmo. Is it or not Venmo? Vimeo. How do you say that?
Vimeo.
Yeah, Vimeo Create. So I tested it out and I did a video with that. It was so easy. You just drag and drop. And I made a video really quick. That's kind of a new thing that I just discovered. It's so easy. But and then Canva, I use Canva a lot. There's for my phone, I like InShot. Do you guys use that? I mean, I don't know. I use all kinds of different things, but I mainly just do InShot, I think.
Yeah.
And then Lumen 5, that's another really good one. If you've got a blog post, you should need to do a really quick video. You use Lumen 5 and you can it makes the video for you out of your content and you can edit things and it's done for you in like 2 seconds. It's really, really cool. So I've done those when I don't have a video and I just needed some movement and some words for a video pin, and some of those have done super well and gone viral. So
really, wow,
yeah,
very cool.
So those are just a few, but there's so many video apps. What do you like, Jeff?
So a lot of people don't understand for creating video pins on Pinterest, a lot of the Instagram stories apps that you use can be used for that, and it's really easy because they're the tall format. So a lot of those, my favorite ones, I'm a big fan of Light Tricks. They're a company out of Israel, but they do like Pixaloop makes great things. They have another one called Boosted. If you ever used Ripple, which was kind of it was kind of business-based stories and ads you could do. They have one called Boosted, which I really like. Canvas Stories. You can make video pins out of Canvas Stories now. Canvas going crazy with cool stuff. Are you guys writing my things down? Because you look like you are.
Yes.
Another one's called Scene.
I really am.
Scene is really good, but I love, anything from Light Tricks. I mean, they're Pixaloop. There's also... They're the ones who did a Facetune back in the day. They're the guys who did that. But they have what is it? Firefox, not Firefox. That's a browser. It's but it's their video editing thing. I use it all the time for my video pins that I put together. Not InShot. Now I can't even think about it. Too many apps. But any of those things that you use for Instagram, you can use. There's
what else? A lot of new things. I've been using InShot for so long. I'm probably missing out on some of the newer things that are even more cool.
Yeah.
I think I got Spark Video from you. Yeah,
they do good stuff. Adobe Spark still has good stuff that you can use on those things. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up my apps to see. I said, Poster Boost is another one they do. But yeah, InLight is the one that I use. That's a great one. Let me see. They have a video one that they do.
What's the easiest one, Jeff? If this is overwhelming to me, which one do I want to use?
If it is
for video editing,
it is.
It depends on if you want it on your phone or desktop. I mean, iMovie is great. There's one for the Windows version. Was it iMovie? It's for Mac. The other ones. What's the one for the free one that comes with your PC? Anything where you can stitch things together. People try to overthink video editing. You don't want to have a lot of transitions on these short form pieces of content. You want to have cuts. You want to have it go boom, boom, boom. If you look at Amy's, she's going shot to shot to shot to shot, and there's not a lot of page peels or weird, it's like, this is content, this is different shots.
And better at video, I would have better transitions.
But yours look good. They're not wasting time.
Yeah, you're not distracting from that. Windows Movie Maker. Thank you, Michelle. I could not think about that. For stitching things together, I think people try to overthink it and make it too polished. But Amy showed us you don't always have to do that all the time.
Yeah. So easiest app for your phone, because I feel like, if people are taking video anyway and they have that base video from that they're going to use on TikTok or they're going to use on Instagram, what's the easiest one just to do it on the phone and post it from there?
So you gotta,
what I've been doing?
I like Video Leap for the phone because it's really simple and you can do everything, even have green screen behind you and stuff, but it's all on your phone. Video Leap is the one that I like. But Quick Shot, I said Pixaloop already. For Android, Cinemaster is the one that I would use for editing video on. It does really, really well. So those are some really, down and dirty ones. But really, you just need stuff. Seriously, you can do a lot in Instagram. I mean, with Reels now and all the cool effects they have on that, you really use the stuff for free first. And then as you're getting traffic and you're getting sponsorships and you're getting business, then you can update to some of these paid apps like Adobe. Adobe Rush is really cool. I love using that because I can edit video on all these different platforms, and what am I giving you too many?
I think you're overwhelming her.
So, but I mean, seriously, you can use just Reels. Just use Reels and
I like
stories.
that it doesn't give you the logo like TikTok has the logo on the top and the bottom, and you can crop that if you're in these apps and you just want to you can zoom in or crop that off. So don't forget to do that.
Right.
Okay,
And
so Amy, you were going to say something.
When you're making a video on TikTok, I always do things like in the middle, and I have a lot of space because I want to crop that stuff out.
Do you think the time lapse is a problem? Do you think people want to see it, the whole thing?
The time lapse? That's cool. No, people go crazy over time lapses. I did a time lapse of me decorating my Christmas tree. It's boring. I'm like,
So we've got some good crowds.
Crazy.
I would think it could be all right
because people are like, "That's so fun! Look how fast you decorated your Christmas tree." I'm like,
yeah, I wish.
That was a time lapse. So I fast forwarded that thing. That was it. I'm not that fast. People really, they're like,
they really thought you did it that fast. That's cute.
So I just want to give this is from Michelle. She goes, I just posted one. Michelle, tell me if you did this during the show, because I think this is cool. I just posted one and it took maybe 2 minutes to review, and it already has 400 views in about 3 minutes being live. So
we need to see this.
Awesome. See?
Yeah.
Please give us a link to that because we want to see what is this video that was so amazing.
Right. She also says jump rope is another super easy one that works to create videos of all sorts for platforms with the right sizing for each. That's a great point. A lot of the new video editors do that, automatically now. I know Premiere does that. Final Cut just came out with the same thing. So, but also people are trying Lumen 5. They love it. Thanks for that. So yeah, we've got a ton of great stuff today. Wow. We are at the end. I mean, we kind of vomited up a bunch of apps.
There's a lot. We could go on and on about
I know. I mean, I'm an apps nerd, but Amy, thank you so much for giving us all this advice and all this cool stuff. So where's the best place? I know we talked about Amy's Circle, but where are the best place for people to find you online? Is that the best place, or where do you want to connect?
Yeah, my blog, my website, my lifestyle blog is called livinglicurdo.com. And yeah, you can just search Amy Licurdo and I'm all over the internet. But yeah, check out Amy's Circle. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
That is where I do Pinterest training. So I've got tons of stuff. I have a free course right now. It's like steps to get on your Pinterest success path, and I'm giving away secrets. And then my mastermind starts in September, so I would love to have you guys join. It's here on Facebook, and I do live training, and it's only 6 weeks. So we're getting ready for the holidays, and we're going to make big money. So fourth quarter,
last time ever. So don't miss it. Don't miss
awesome.
it.
And here's her website. So make sure you guys go check that out, livinglicurdo.com. Make sure that you guys go and do that because it is very cool. I've secretly followed her for many years back when I saw you and Holly Homer. I think it was I can't. It was
social media marketing world. Probably.
Yeah,
we see you all around Dallas sometimes.
Yeah. So
we recognize you with that beard.
It's hard to hide.
Miss you.
Yeah, so make sure that you go check out Tailwind's awesome templates as well at bit.ly/TW Pinterest Toolkit. That's all lowercase, all smashed together. You guys have been, once again, awesome this time with all your questions. You guys make it so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys, and we will see you. We're doing a special one next week. Elisa and I. So stay tuned.
You do not want to miss this one. I mean, you didn't want to miss today either, but this is kind of out of the ordinary next week.
Yeah, so little secret stuff coming. Yeah, and I know this time. Usually she doesn't even tell me, but now I'm excited as well. So with that, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you go visit Tailwind, check them out, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.